Welcome to episode 287, Israel Englander From Yeshiva to one of the richest hedge fund manager in the world. This is an outline of episode 287. There are two reasons why we study Israel Englander. First, he's one of the most successful hedge fund manager of all time. Second, in 2018, his hedge fund, Millennium Management, has $35 billion under management and employs 2,400 worldwide. In 2017, Israel Englander made $975 million from his hedge fund, Millennium Management, making him the fifth highest earner. Yet Israel Englander is easily the most secretive of all hedge fund managers. He granted only one interview in 40 years, and he showed up in this Jewish wedding in 2017. Israel Englander was born in 1948 in New York. He is the son of Polish immigrants. He grew up in Crown's Heights in Brooklyn. He attended yeshiva. In college, he interned at Oppenheimer Mutual Fund. Jack Nash on the left, his future brother-in-law, would later become president of Oppenheimer. In 1970, he graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Finance from NYU.
I started in the business in 1970. Just had finished graduating college and went to work as a specialist clerk on the floor of the American Stock Exchange. For some people who don't know what specialists do, it's basically like a jobber system where people make markets. Business is basically based on trading flow and very little to do with fundamentals, but much more on a transactional basis. And in convertibles, you had warrants, you had preferreds, as well as the convertible bonds. We would typically hedge these portfolios, hedge these transactions. And so when I put the two together, my initial start, which was being highly transactional and then trading in converts and setting up hedges, you could see that the mindset was basically something that's of a hedge mentality rather than doing things that were outright. In other words, taking outright risk.
He went to night school to get his MBA at NYU Stern School of Business, but he never completed his studies.
A couple of years after that, I caught a lucky break, and someone offered me a job to trade convertibles. I was basically brought up in the world of non-correlated type trading, non-correlated to the markets, to the general markets. Always trying to find an edge in trying to make good profit or risk-adjusted profit. Alongside trading convertibles, we also did some merger arbitrage, which a lot of people would consider to be as well a non-market correlated type strategy. Along the way, the options market became standardized in the early 70s with the advent of the Chicago Board of Options Exchange. So most arbitrageurs, which is what we were called at the time, who traded converts, would naturally go and trade options as well, especially and become a market maker and to trade for my own account. At which point someone suggested that in order to get acclimated to the floor, which is quite different than being on a trading desk, is to do brokerage for proprietary trading desks, such as the Solomons and Goldmans and Merrill Lynch's and some firms that are no longer in existence, Drexel Burnham, White Eastman Dillon, White Wells, Kuhn Loeb. And what I would do is I would interface with these proprietary trading desks, give them ideas as to what spreads to do, or they would tell me things that they wanted to get executed. And it turned out to be a very, very substantial business because at that time the options market was in infancy.
In 1977, at the age of 29, he founded his first company, IA Englander and Company, which is a floor brokerage house. In the 1980s, Englander, together with Carl Icahn, were the pioneers of option trading and arbitrage in Wall Street.
And as I like to tell people, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed is king, and it just produced a lot of business. And at the same time, what I would do, since the regulations didn't allow for brokering and trading for your own account the same day in the same security, I would seed market makers by giving them a pool of capital. They would trade in particular option crowds on the floor of the exchange, and we would have a split profit arrangement with them. It evolved in 1978, 79, 80, and went on till pretty much when I left the floor. I ended up buying a specialist business in 1982, again on the American Stock Exchange, where we made markets in stocks, we made markets in options.
By late 1980s, Englander has amassed a fortune around $10 million. In 1989, he co-founded Millennium Management with Ron Shear with an initial capital of $35 million, $5 million of which was his own fund.
Ultimately, I left the floor in 1985 and started Millennium in around 1989, 1990. And the model was effectively pretty much, again, the same. The trajectory just kept, the same. The journey just kept continuing. And that is, we started with a very small amount of money. We started Millennium with about $35 million. A good chunk of it was my own. Had some friends and family and some investors that wanted to chip in with me.
The scandal and the $180 million settlement. In December 2005, his hedge fund Millennium reached a $180 million settlement with New York Attorney General Eliot Spitzer and the SEC on charges of mutual fund trading fraud. Now, the secret of his hedge fund success.
What's the secret of longevity in the hedge fund business?
But I think the primary piece is the ability to deliver what you say you're going to deliver. From there, you need to control various pieces of the business, such as risk. Risk becomes very, very critical. Every investor has a different need, and the idea is to try to adjust yourself to those needs and effectively meet their expectations.
What have I learned today? Two things. First, he's one of the most successful hedge funds in the past 25 years, and also one of the most secretive. There are obvious reasons for that. Second, in 2005, he settled with Eliot Spitzer and SEC for $180 million for profiting from timing mutual funds. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. My next video will be Israel Englander, 7 lessons. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.